Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say thank you for seeing this video presentation. Okay, let me introduce myself and my partners. I'm Zakky Mardhotillah as a moderator in this video, and my partners are Yesi, Andri, Safitri, Aulia, Musva, Putri, Nabilla, Nasril, and Febri, Wahyuni. We are from 6 group. Okay friend, without any further ado, let's get to the topic. In this presentation, we will discuss about animal navigation system by using a magnetic field. We know all of organisms have behavior. Behavior is a form of response to internal and external conditions. From various studies, a behavior is caused by both genetics and environment. Animal behavior is a form of adaptation strategy of animals to survive in their life. There are various types of behavior in animals, but the one that interesting to learn about is the animal's navigation system. The navigation system is a system that makes animals easier to find somewhere. But how animals navigate? Some studies reveal some of animals have what is called by a built-in magnetic field. We can refer to compass in general. All of living things on Earth is influenced by Earth's magnetic field. Most of the animals use it to navigate and maintain their survival in life. For example is the migration of animals. The utilization of magnetic field in animal migration are: first, migration of birds. Several types of birds, for example eagles, migrate in certain seasons. The bird uses the magnetic particles that present it in its body to create a navigation map by utilizing Earth's magnetic field. Okay guys, we will continue to find out more explanation about this topic from my partners.
I'm Yesi and Safitri. I will explain about migration of salmon fish. Who is not familiar with salmon fish? Salmon fish have a high nutrition, vitamin, mineral, protein, and omega-3 of fatty acid. But do you know friends? Salmon is born in a river, and when they are teenagers, salmon migrate to the sea. And when they are adult, ready to lay salmon back to birthplace without getting lost. And how could that be? Salmon have a built-in GPS or a kind of direction map with magnetic field on their instinct. They use a combination of magnetic intensity and the tilt angle to judge the geographic location. Nathan Putri, a researcher of University Oregon State, say salmon remember the magnetic field when they first entered to the sea. As teenager and as adult, they return to the same freshwater rivers. That's what keeps salmon getting lost in its migration.
Hello, my name is Febri and I'm from Group 6. Now I want to tell about turtle migration. Turtle begins and ends migration on the east of coast of Florida, United States. The 12,900 km long migration route passed through the Sargasso Sea and an area of the North Atlantic Ocean. The time needed for one migration is 5 to 10 years. Unlike other animals, migration, which is generally carried out in groups, turtle migrates and without following other turtles. A researcher named Kenneth Lohman from the University of North Carolina studied the behavior of hatching of turtle when faced with different magnetic fields. The researcher put the turtle in a water container surrounded by a device that can cause a magnetic field. The result magnetic field is adjusted to the magnetic field of the turtle migration path, namely the North Florida regions, the Northeast region known near Portugal. Observations show that turtles follow the migration path given from the use of magnetic fields in animal migration. When the turtle detects a magnetic field similar to the magnetic fields near Portugal, it will swim south toward Portugal. The movement of turtle in following the magnetic field path aims to keep the turtle in warm ocean and areas that are rich in food source. So, turtle migration without magnetic field when the magnetic field North Portugal and magnetic field similar to the magnetic field near Portugal. Thank you.
My name is Aulia Putri. Okay, today I will explain about the magnetic field that affects to animal migration. I will explain the migration of spiny lobster. Researcher Kenneth Lohman also observed about the ability of spiny lobster to detect the magnetic field by placing them in the water bath that can be adjusted by the magnetic field. Each time the magnetic field is changed, the lobster will adjust itself to keep moving toward in the North Pole. The results of the observation prove that the spiny lobsters are able to sense the Earth magnetic field and will adjust to keep moving towards North Pole. Okay, for the example, the spiny lobster can detect the magnetic field to guide the migration from coasts of the Florida to the warmer, calmer since each later fall. That's all for me. I'm sorry for all the mistakes. Thank you.
Hi there, I am Nasril and I will describe the part of a navigation system that uses magnetic in bacteria. Did you know that in the body of bacteria called menopathectic bacteria or called M.Pd, there are special organelles or components called menotosome? Menopathectic bacteria are a group of bacteria that are able to navigate and migrate using magnetic field. Several types of these bacteria have flagella, which functions as propulsions. These types of bacteria was first discovered by Richard B. Blackmore in 1975. The magnetosome is composed by magnetite or regite compounds which have much stronger magnetic properties than synthetic or man-made magnets. These bacteria, known as menopathectic bacteria, they track the Earth's magnetic field to find the perfect spot in their watery homes. And they've recently caught the attentions of lots of resources because the tiny magnetic they produce might be the next big thing in how we track disease and store data. To build their mini compasses, the bacteria take in iron from their surroundings and transport it to special compartments called menotosome. Inside each compartment grows a small, near-perfect crystal or magnetite, a type of iron oxide. As you probably guessed from the name, magnetite is magnetic, and with north and south poles. It is in fact the most strongly magnetic natural mineral we know of. And each tiny crystal is also a nanomagnet, just a few billionths of a meter in size. But since they're so tiny, individual nanomagnetic are too weak to be usable to the bacteria. They just don't respond well to Earth's magnetic field. So the microbes change up the crystals, combining them into one long, strong magnet. That's what acts as a compass needle, detecting the Earth's field and rotating accordingly. The magnets are so effective that the bacteria get locked into alignment with the Earth's magnetic field, even when they're dead. But what is in it from bacteria? Well, we know some animals use magnetism to navigate during long migrations, but the bacteria uses theirs to stay in their comfort zone. The bacteria live in lakes and oceans all over the earth, but only in depths where the oxygen concentration is just right. The water source has too much oxygen, but at the every bottom there's too little, and bacteria are a little fussy about that kind of thing. Without eyes or a brain to help them navigation, they follow the Earth's magnetic field through to water, the reach the right depth. Earth's magnetic field comes from deep inside the planet, it radiates out into space and back in through the other hemisphere. Menopathectic bacteria use their crystal compasses to align themselves up with the Earth's magnetic field. Then they just follow the lines of the magnetic field like a shortcut to the right depth, a bit wandering around in random directions. This simplifies their 3D surroundings into a single axis of movement and a set of basic rules. If there isn't enough oxygen, they know to follow the magnetic field towards the surface where there's more, and if there's too much, just go in the opposite directions.
It is a shortcut that lets them quickly get back to their semi-oxygenated happy place. Okay, that is the explanation from me, and return to Moderator.
For more details about animals' navigation system, please watch this animated video.
Okay, this video describes the use of magnetic fields in animal migration. The life of living things on Earth is influenced by the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth's magnetic field is the area around the Earth which is still influenced by the Earth's attraction. Most of the animals make use of the Earth's magnetic field to maintain their survival. Earth's magnetic field can affect magnetic spars that are placed freely around the Earth's surface. Animals are able to detect the Earth's magnetic field because the animal's body has a magnet. This phenomenon is called biomagnetic. Additionally, the Earth's magnetic field can assist animals in determining the directions of migration, making it easier to find prey or avoiding enemies. Do you know which animals migrate using the Earth's magnetic field? The first is bird migration. Several types of birds such as eagles and swallows immigrate at certain seasons. The bird uses magnetic particles present in its body to create a navigation map by utilizing the Earth's magnetic field. Utilization of the Earth's magnetic field is also used by postal pigeons. In ancient times, pigeons were often used as mail couriers. How do pigeons know their way home? It turns out that pigeons use the Earth's magnetic field as a direction to go home. This was shown by Commel's research in 1974, which attached a magnet to a dove's head. As it turned out, after having a magnet attached to its head, the dove suddenly lost its way and did not know the way home. Okay, next is migrations to salmon. Salmon is a fish that lives in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Salmon is a fish that migrates to breed. Salmon have the ability to return to the freshwater streams where they originally hatched and grew after swimming thousands of miles across the oceans. Based on the result of research, it is known that salmon that pass through the Fraser River in Canada can return to the Fraser River after 2 years of migration across the Pacific Ocean. This is because the Fraser River has a certain magnetic field that can be detected by salmon. And next is the turtle migrations. Turtle begins and ends migrations on the east coast of Florida, United States. The 12,900 kilometer migration route passes through the Sargasso Sea, an area of the North Atlantic Ocean. The time needed for one migration is between 5 to 10 years. Unlike other animals' migrations, which is generally carried out in groups, turtles' migrations migrate alone without following other turtles. A researcher named Kenneth Lohman from the University of North Carolina studied the behavior of hatchling or turtles when faced with different magnetic field. The research put turtles into a water container surrounded by tools that can cause a magnetic field. The resulting magnetic field is adjusted to the magnetic field of the turtle migration path, namely the North Florida region, the Northeast region near Portugal. The observations indicated that the turtles followed the given migration path. When the turtle detects a magnetic field similar to the magnetic field near Portugal, it will swim south towards Portugal. The movement of turtles is following the magnetic field, but aims to keep the turtles in warm ocean and areas that are rich in food sources. Okay, next is the spiny lobster migrations. There are many types of lobsters, one of which is spiny lobster. This lobster is a type of sweater that migrates. Kenneth Lohman researched the ability of lobster to detect magnetic fields by placing lobster's penis into a water bath that can be adjusted by the magnetic field. Each time the magnetic field is changed, spiny lobsters will adjust to keep moving towards the North Pole. The results of these observations prove that the spiny lobster is able to sense the Earth's magnetic field to keep moving towards the North Pole to integrate the migration from off the coast of Florida to the warmer and calmer open seas in late autumn. Okay, then the migrations in the body of the bacteria. In the body of bacteria called monotactic bacteria or called M.Pd, there are special organelles or components called the monotome. Monotactic bacteria are a group of bacteria capable of navigating and migrating using magnetic field. Some of these bacteria have flagella which functions as propulsions when moving. This type of bacteria was first discovered by Richard P. Blackmore in 1975. Monotomes are composed of magnetite or greigite compounds which have magnetic properties that are stronger than synthetic or man-made magnets. The monotome and the compounds contained there are still being researched and are thought to have great potential for use in the health sector. Apart from that, there is also migration the walrus. Other animals that uses the Earth magnetic field to migrate is the whale. Unfortunately, the migration carried out by the whales is not as fortunate as other animals because on the way many whales get lost. You've probably seen the news on TV or the newspaper about whales stranding.
Okay guys, that is all the explanation about animals navigation system. Thanks to our friends Yesi, Ayu, Aulia, and Nabilla for good explanation about this topic. And exactly thanks to you guys for your listening in this video presentation. My all those we have shared in this video will be beneficial for all of us. And if you want to see more explanation about this topic, about animals navigation system, you can check it in the description box below for video reference. And at last, I just want to say to you guys, in this pandemic situation, keep stay healthy and stay at home. I'm Zakky Mardhotillah, and see you guys next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.